So these are the all new CMF by Nothing Headphones Pro. And for the past 3 weeks, I've been testing this, so honestly, you don't have to. They cost £79 and promise a pro over-the-ear sound, active noise cancellation, and a huge 100-hour promise battery life. After commuting, editing, binge watching, listening to loads of podcasts and music, I'm gonna tell you what actually works, what's overhyped, and what's mostly a marketing gimmick. And a quick disclosure, because CMF did send me this set before release for review, but they have not paid me any money whatsoever, no input in this group, they have not seen video before you guys, and everything I say here is 100% my honest opinion with no fluff and no BS. So let's get into it, shall we? So right out of the box, the CMF keeps things super simple. Inside, you get the headphones, a soft fabric pouch, a 3.5mm audio jack, and some paperwork. They do not include a USB Type-C cable, which is a bit weird in 2025, even for a £79 head. And the pouch is good to keep it dust-free, but do not be chucking these headphones around thinking that this soft pouch is gonna save your headphones. So overall, it's clean, it's simple, and it's exactly what CMF design is all about. Now, my first impressions when you get it out the box is how thin this top soft part is. And honestly, it feels like it's a little bit of hard plastic or metal inside with a little bit of cloth, but they are doing their job, as the headphones are not very heavy, 268 grams. So they feel surprisingly solid, and you can, well, pull them, twist them, move it all around in all directions, and they do hold the shape very nicely. No creaks, no loose parts. So they're honestly fairly well built here. But one of the coolest features, and staying with the CMF branding, is all about customizing it. It's all about designing it. So you can easily, one twist, take the ear caps off, and CMF is releasing some mint green ones and orange options. And well, headphones, we got the dark gray option that I got here. It looked like blackish. They also got a light gray, almost white, with some glossy paint as well. They look very good. But I think the best ones overall are the all new mint design that is giving you that, that minty, that refreshing style. And then you got that minimal design, and you can also, as I said, personalize it with all the colors that CMF is releasing on the website. They're about 20 to 22 pounds for the all new ear cups, and the community are gonna be suggesting some designs, and CMF may release them, may not. But overall, we know we do have a mint ear cups and also the orange. So I think black and orange, they will look incredible. Now, another thing I don't really like here is the adjusting mechanism. It's smooth and friction based, so it's no clicks, and I do like a little bit of clickiness. It's elegant, yes, but I do like to know how many notches I'm into each side. It's just a me thing. As you saw, they do not fold overall, they just swivel 90 degrees. So if you one of them people that listening to music and then you want to turn it off and keep it here, maybe while you go through security or through the airport, or you walking around talking to someone, well, you can be that type of guy. It's not a me thing. I prefer to just fold them and put it in a case and put it in my backpack. But overall, first day they came, I went for a 3.5 hour walk to see how they actually handle in a real world scenario. And the clamp force feels just right. It's not too tight, it's not too loose. And they honestly, no matter how much you move, if you go for a jog or at the gym or something similar, they do not move. They stay there, and it's no constantly adjustment. And the ear cups are soft. They do generate a very nice seal, and surprisingly, they do not trap any heat whatsoever. So that's a plus for me, to be honest. And I want to talk about the buttons as well. So on the right hand side, all the buttons are at the back. So you kind of need to figure around, and they're not all same buttons all the time. So if you're a bit confused here, so we do have 5 microphones all around for active noise cancellation and also for phone calls. And then we got a volume wheel that probably is my favorite button overall. It's an infinite wheel, and it does got some clicky feedback, and I do love some clicky feedback me. And then you got a red button. It looked like a record button. No, that's your AI button. We'll talk that in a second. USB Type-C for charging. And on the left-hand side, we got more microphones, an energy slider. Then we got a power on and Bluetooth pairing, 3.5mm jack, and more microphones overall. But all them buttons are at the back of the headphones, and they do all right. They're quite subtle with the overall ear cup, and the buttons just feel very, very smooth. That's why maybe the volume wheel is my favorite button, because it's the only one that really protrude out a little bit more. But honestly, how do they sound? Because straight out of the box is solid. Vocals are clear, mids are strong, and the bass is there, but without being super, super heavy. These headphones, well, I've been listening to podcasts, music, all type of music to be honest, audiobook, being in some calls as well, and they're not as detailed stuff like super high-end £300 headphones, but for an everyday listening, they are more than enough. At max volume, the bass is a little bit sharp, it's a little bit there, and if you like that style of music, just go for it. Sometimes you actually want to have that punchiness on it, and that's where the energy slider come in. The noise cancellation is doing a good job with low frequencies like engine sounds or the road or some airplanes passing around, air conditionings, but some voices and some sudden noises out there that still go through. And transparency mode work well for conversation, but again, if it's a noisy spot, you can notice that digital sound and digital compression coming through. Now, let me talk about the energy slider that we got on the left-hand side over here, because it lets you adjust the bass or the treble, depending how you set it on the app. So music can feel a bit punchier or a bit mellower, and you can crank it up if you want that burst of energy. That's what they're saying. Now, it doesn't do that really. It's doing some EQ or some internal regulation to give you a little bit more of a bass, but voices sound muffled. Some music, it just sounds a little bit weird when you add it or not. And sometimes, honestly, I have not even felt many difference. Sometimes it depends music and music. So you may want to use it. It may be something that you excite you, but it's not doing that whole energy boost that I was expecting. As I mentioned before, the AI button mainly triggers your assistant, so Siri or Google Assistant in your phone, but for PC, it's useless. And speaking of PC, the USB Type-C is solely for charging. It doesn't do any data transfer whatsoever, so no audio goes through USB Type-C, and you do have a 3.5mm audio jack for lossless audio, but the headphones need to be powered on. Still using the battery. So other headphones that I have laying around here in the studio, if I take them for travel, let's say I'm playing the Nintendo Switch, headphones battery die, I can hardwire and have a passive connection between them two. No ANC, of course, but you can still listen to what you're playing or what you're supposed to hear. But no, they do not work. Yeah, if you like cables around, like give you that retro vibe style, I'm not one of those, and I can confirm the 3.5mm to USB Type-C works on the phone. Again, they still need to be turned on. You're still using the battery no matter if it's Bluetooth or wired. Now, speaking of battery, because CMF is claiming 100 hours battery claim, but now CMF is measuring this at 50% volume, ANC off, and using AAC. So in real life use with moderate volume, 70% volume, ANC off, you can see around 60 to 70 hours. And with active noise cancellation all the way to the top and normal levels of audio, you may get 45 to 50 hours. Still very strong for the less than £80, £79 that we're getting here. But at the same time, fast charging is convenient. You get 5 minutes and it gives you around 8 hours of playback with ANC off and 4.5 hours with ANC on. And a full charge takes around 2 hours via USB Type-C. And the battery drain is smooth and predictable. The design and build quality often surpass like competitors using metal and fabric instead of this being monolith plastic. Maybe that's why the price is so low and you're getting so much at the same time. But sound performance is on par with all the other headphones that I kind of tried. I do like the headphones and the ear cups. How do they feel? ANC is okay. Now, the trade-offs here, £79, why you would get this? They do not fold. The energy slide is inconsistent for an everyday use or something that you would never use. AI doesn't work for computer. How many times you gonna press the AI to raise your volume or reduce your volume? Maybe point someone, but still for the price, they are really impressive and offer a solid value for anyone. So after 3 weeks of real world testing, these headphones are not perfect, but they punch above the weight. For £79, they feel premium, they look great, they sound solid, and have a versatile control with some serious battery life. The energy slider is fun, but it's not something that you may be using every day. ANC is not class leading, but honestly, it's surprisingly good. And the AI button is basically completely dead for PC, but none of them ruin the overall experience. So they are ideal for people who care about design, comfort, battery life, and solid all-around sound. Less suited for maybe someone that you used to studio monitors or heavy PC users, or someone that you travel a lot and you want the best of the best of the best noise cancellation. But in the end, the CMF Headphone Pro are worth considering. Not every feature is a pro, but thoughtful design and solid performance at this price are very rare, and that's my honest verdicts after the 3 weeks of testing. Just don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button down below for more honest tech reviews. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, and also going to leave a link for these headphones down below. But just let me know that you will using the all new CMF Headphone Pros, Soundcore, Sony, Edifier. This is my guys, and CheCo. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Adios.